वालेकुम सलाम, तशरीफ रखें। Aleem Malik,
Yes, sir.
Lahore
Yes, sir.
naturally also happens to be your favorite city.
Yes, sir.
Good. Not too far away from phase 6 is the place where Major Aziz Bhatti embraced Shahadat. Can you pinpoint that place to us?
So it was, if I can recall properly, it was on the Barki Road, near the BRB Canal, if I'm not wrong.
Have you been there?
So I haven't gotten the chance to visit the place.
BRB Canal. What does BRB stand for?
So it is the Bambawali Ravi Bedia Canal.
Shabash. Your CV form shows us that you, here it says employer. You were doing your own business?
No, sir. I mentioned the companies that have employed me.
Programmers Force.
Yes, sir.
You worked there for almost, that's just a few months?
Yes, sir. 6 months.
Why did you leave the job?
Sir, because I had to prepare for the civil services written exam.
When you say you like to spend quality time with family and friends, can you elaborate on that?
Sir, so basically with regards to that, for me quality time is to have discussions with family, spending time with them, watching movies with them, maybe go to a restaurant and have a nice dinner with them. So I believe that this is one of the most important aspects in life which often one tends to forget as one is busy with their own life and ambitions.
My thrust was on the word quality. Sitting with your family, watching TV, playing with your mobile phone, is that quality time?
No, sir. Playing with my mobile phone would not qualify as being quality. As I mentioned before, so with when I talk about quality, that is having discussions with them, talking to them, spending time with them, making memories. So that is what is why I'm.
Motivation did you get from your father, who was or is a retired civil servant himself?
Sir, I was partly motivated by my father because he's always spoken very highly of his time during the service. He served for more than 35 years. However, I do have my own personal and professional convictions as well to pursue the career. So, yes, sir.
Why Nations Fail is your favorite book. Tell me in your own words, sum it up. Why nations fail?
Sir, so essentially the book argues that there were previously various theories such as geographical and cultural theories that explained why nations failed. However, the authors have provided an alternative argument that inclusive, extractive political and economic institutions are the main reason, along with elite capture, that leads to the failure of nations and that tends to hinder the growth of such nations.
What is Mela-e-Charaga?
Sir, Mela Chiraga is a festival celebrated in the remembrance of a Sufi saint, Madhulal Hussain. So basically it is an annual festival, I believe, which is celebrated.
Where is it held?
Sir, if I recall properly, Bagbanpura.
Bagbanpura तो पूरे एक टाउनशिप का नाम है ना, बहुत बड़ा एरिया.
That is the place where the shrine of the Sufi saint is situated.
Next to the Shalimar Gardens would be more accurate, which also is in Bhagwanpura. Okay. How many other Sufi saints are buried in Lahore?
Sir, there are numerous saints.
Name 4.
Yes, sir. So the first one is Hazrat Ali Hajwari, the Data Ganj Baksh. Secondly, the Hazrat Mia Mir. Then there is the Pir Makki, Hazrat Pir Makki as well, and Baba Shah Jamal, and the fifth one was there is the four.
Where is Mia Mir buried?
Sir, the Mia Mir, the mazar of Hazrat Mia Mir is in Dharampura.
Bibi Pak Daman, last question, sir, Lahore. What comes to mind when I say Bibi Pak Daman?
Sir, it is related to the daughter of Hazrat Ali, Hazrat Ruqayya, and it is believed that she is buried over there. And the word itself, Bibi Pak Daman, refers to someone being have a pure pure
Who was
Dam.
Bibi Ruqayya?
She was the daughter of Hazrat Ali.
Who was Ghazi Ilmuddin Shaheed?
Sir, Ghazi Ilmuddin Shaheed was a young individual who was convicted and later punished for murdering someone on blasphemy. So there was a book publisher who was accused of blasphemy, and Ghazi Ilmuddin Shaheed stabbed the guy, and due to which he was convicted and was punished with the death sentence.
What is NAM, non-aligned movement?
Sir, the non-aligned movement was a movement during the Cold War era, and basically, as the name suggests, so it was a bloc essentially which pursued non-alignment and did not want to be involved in bloc politics.
बेटे कहाँ से शुरू हुई थी, क्या हुआ था?
Sir, I do not know that, sir.
How do you envisage the end of the Palestinian problem, the war going on between Israel and Palestine?
Sir, from a real politic perspective, I believe that Israel would not be willing to let go of Gaza at the moment. So it has stated its objective that it wants the complete annihilation or eradication of Hamas. And although that is really difficult, because even if they kill one Hamas member, 10 more would be born. So I believe that the pursuit is wrong, but Israel would essentially take over and occupy Gaza.
एक जनरल नॉलेज का सवाल. Two persons, President Trump and Elon Musk, were very chummy with each other until a few days ago.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Now they are cursing each other, abusing each other.
Sir, so essentially, Elon Musk was in a special role for which he had a time period of 6 months, and he had to leave the government post. And after he left the post, at that time, President Donald Trump was planning to pass the Big Beautiful Bill, which cut the EV mandate. And apparently, it is said that Elon Musk did not like that initiative, and that is why the two have a clash over that.
Pakistan is suffering from the effects of climate change.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so, and what is the government doing about it?
Sir, so Pakistan is suffering from climate change because it is one of the top 10 most affected countries with regards to climate change. And the reason for that is the carbon emissions by different countries, other countries, and the change in global temperatures is affecting Pakistan indirectly. So the glaciers are melting, due to which the country experienced the 2022 floods as well. And the government has currently passed a new policy for the NDMA as well with regards to disaster management. And the policy states to build up the capacity of the locals, as well as having smooth or quick, taking smooth and quick measures to overcome the disaster at the moment.
Discuss with us in detail.
Yes, sir. So, sir, the 18th Amendment is essentially an amendment which increases the provincial autonomy and represents the will of the founders of Pakistan during the Lahore Resolution. So it was to empower the provinces, and had multiple amendments and different clauses which provided financial, administrative, as well as joint ownership of natural resources as well. So overall, the 18th Amendment is empowering the provinces, and it separates or also provides a platform where, referring to the CCI, where the provinces and the federal government can discuss matters related to the overlapping ambit of between both the provinces and the federal government.
Last question. Pakistan's present day relations with Afghanistan are more or less at their lowest ebb. Who is responsible for it, and what steps need to be taken to improve the situation?
So, Pak-Afghan relations go way back, especially during the war on terror. So, the Afghans do believe, the population as well as the government believes, that Pakistan has not made the right use of their policies and have spread instability in Afghanistan. That is their concern. But I believe currently the relations are at the lowest ebb because of Afghanistan, because Pakistan is suffering from terrorism from TTP, and TTP has safe havens on Afghan soil. And Pakistan has requested the Afghan government to take action repeatedly. And in 2024, Pakistan had to out of compulsion, do an airstrike within Afghanistan as well. So I believe that there are still issues between both the sides, but at the moment, the primary issue or the problem lies with the Afghan government because they're failing to comply and they've had a very rigid stance with regards to Pakistan.
The relations don't go back to the war of terror. They go back to 1979 when the Soviet Union attacked Afghanistan.
Yes, sir. They do, sir, but at that time, Pakistan was at good terms with the Mujahideen. So it was
मैं तो
involved.
आपकी बात का जवाब दे रहा हूँ.
Yes,
You
sir.
said they date back to the war on terror.
Yes.
USSR, the old name of Russia. What does it stand for, USSR?
The United Socialist Soviet Republics.
UAE,
United Arab Emirates.
how many are there?
There are 7 emirates.
Can you name them?
Yes, sir. So there is Dubai, Sharjah, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, Al Quwain, and Abu Dhabi.
Thank you.
Aleem, as a student of business administration, how would you explain organizational performance?
Sir, so organizational performance is basically achieving the goals and the mission and vision set by the top management, and it is measured through various means. So, if you want me to elaborate, I can do that.
Okay, what's your idea of management as a student of business administration?
Sir, management is essentially related to managing or using the resources available for a company to the best of its capabilities in an efficient way, such that the goals are achieved in a cost-effective way and in the most productive way.
What are the functions of management?
Say the functions of management is to plan, organize, command, and control.
How do you control?
Say the control of a management of a company varies from company to company that have different structures of management. But essentially, there is a hierarchy in a typical company, and in that hierarchy, there's the top management. Then there are mid-level managers. Then there are junior managers that have teams of different numbers. So those members essentially report to their manager, and that is how the hierarchy just goes up.
Isn't it about leading, ability to lead?
So all of these abilities are required by an effective leader. So leadership encompasses a whole set of skills.
What's your idea of leadership?
So, sir, leadership essentially refers to being able to clearly portray the vision and goals of an organization and to motivate the employees in order to achieve those goals. So, essentially, I would summarize leadership as that.
Good.
Thank you very much, sir. How would you link economics and mathematics with each other?
Sir, so economics as a subject is not completely theoretical. It has mathematical applications as well. So both of the subjects complement each other. Economics does not essentially play a big role in the mathematical aspect, but mathematics has a really important role in the economic theory aspect. So the subjects, the math especially complements economics in high level subjects.
How is mathematics used in economics? Because economics has its own layout and mathematics has its own principles. How do the two link each other?
Sir, so for instance, economics has theories or mathematical models where one has to find for instance, the gradient of a curve. So for that, mathematics needs to be applied in order to find that gradient. So different mathematical models are used in the study of economics, especially in regressions as well. So that is how the mathematical models complement economics.
The League of Nations, after League of Nations, the UNO came into being after the Second World War. How do you visualize, analyze the performance of UNO till today when Iran-Iraq war is going on? Has UN been utilized for the objectives and for the roles for which it was created by the world powers?
Yes, sir. So at the time when the UN was made, the United Nations organization, so its purpose was to make sure that another world war does not occur. And I believe that over time, although this was a good initiative at the time, but speaking of it as of today, I believe that the UN has failed in multiple aspects. It has failed to prevent wars. It has been accused and charged with financial misdoings as well. And I believe that the UN has been excessively politicized, especially by the global powers, the top members of the UNSC, which was responsible for ensuring that wars do not break out. So I believe that particularly the power of the veto has hampered with the functioning of the United Nations.
India is trying to become the member of this permanent member of the Security Council. Do you think the world powers who are the permanent five now would allow such an adventure by any other state?
I believe that even before India, Germany has also been trying to become a member of the UNSC, and they have not been able to do so. I still believe that this move would be blocked by the global powers, the members of the UNSC, and the committee would not be expanded. So I believe that India would fail in its efforts to achieve.
For what reason?
So there are obviously Pakistan would be affected by having India in the UNSC because of
Leave
the
aside Pakistan. Does India character would be accepted by the world to make it a permanent member of the United States?
So I believe that India would fail to do so.
Why?
Because there would be opposition from major other countries such as China that would be influenced by Pakistan. That is my stance.
Do you think India's behavior in the world, which you witness today, would it not be one of the biggest obstacles in making him admitting him to the permanent fives?
Yes, sir, that would definitely be one of the reasons. But a counter argument to that would also be that Russia has also been an aggressor in the Ukraine war. The United States, being the global power, the hegemon, has led to multiple wars. So I believe that there are other factors, more political factors, that would impede India's addition to the UNSC. So
India undertook the assassination attempts against Sikhs in Canada. Yes. And then it did so in America. And then one of these tentacles were caught in Qatar. 7 officers were caught. They were sentenced to life imprisonment and death. And now in Iran, the same thing. How do you visualize the Indian character in all these things? Indian government's functioning in all these activities?
Sir, so the Indian government has been involved in global terrorism of this sort. And I believe that these powers, especially Canada, has reprimanded India for its action for killing a Sikh leader in Canada. And there was a similar response from the US as well. And the global independent organizations have also raised concerns with regards to India's actions towards the Sikh leadership of the Khalistan movement. So these actions have impeded and made it difficult for India to put forward or further its diplomatic missions around the world.
What is sustainable development, and what are the sustainable development goals? As you were asked about the climate change also, and the whole world talks about sustainable development.
So sustainable development is development that is inclusive and leads to freedom and improved standard of livings around the world. So it is has a stark difference with economic growth. So development in its truest sense means leading to freedom and improved standard of living for every individual. As far as the sustainable development goals are concerned, there are 17 sustainable development goals put forth by the United Nations Development Program.
What does that mean? How do they undertake? What do they aim at?
So these 17 goals, they cater to different aspects such as no poverty, zero hunger, climate action, clean water and energy for the individual. So all these goals eventually have an aim to improve the standard of living and the lives of people around the world.
What makes a great leader?
So a great leader is one that has a vision, that has a charisma, and that can connect with the people at a grassroots level.
And what character qualities should he have other than the trait you have said?
So I believe an effective or a great leader needs to have very good communication skills, so that that he or she could motivate others and lead others effectively. And other than that, a great leader needs to lead from the front. So I believe that one should be brave to become a great leader.
Do you think Vladimir Putin is a good leader?
So I believe that Putin, for his own country, for Russia, has been a great leader.
What is it? How can you visualize? We don't visualize him in context of the Russian. How do you see him at the world level?
So I believe, although Putin is a controversial figure and has had some misadventures as well, but with regards to his leadership qualities, I believe that Putin has revived Russia as a global power, and that is through his leadership, his charisma, and his vision. And I believe that he is a great global leader, and he is listened to and has a say in global politics.
You write Urdu poetry.
Yes, sir, I write.
So do recite some of your couplets.
Yes, sir. So there is the one I'm about to recite. Just for context, I wrote it during my university time. So it goes as follows. पहले नजरें चुराते हो, फिर मिला के तड़पाते हो, बिना बोले सब बताते हो, फिर क्यों खामोशी से सताते हो, जितना दूर जाते हो फिर उतना ही पास आते हो, अपने बिन जीना सिखाते हो, फिर क्यों वही ख्वाब दिखाते हो, खुदा से शिकवा भी करवाते हो, फिर उसी से दुआ मंगवाते हो, खुदा से शिकवा भी करवाते हो, फिर उसी से दुआ मंगवाते हो, मोहब्बत नहीं एहसास दिलाते हो, फिर क्यों ये ढोंग रचाते हो.
And do you remember any couplet of Munir Niazi?
Yes sir, I remember a couplet as well as his ghazal हमेशा देकर देता.
One couplet.
ये कैसा नशा है, मैं किस अजब खुमार में हूँ, वो आके जा चुका है, मैं अब तक इंतज़ार में हूँ.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Aleem, Malik. Beta, you have a very good, impressive personality. Mature for your age. Excellent dress code, turnout. I found you to be very confident and very well composed, mashallah. Very good verbal as well as non-verbal communication.
Thank you sir.
You understand this?
Yes sir.
The way you're sitting, your body language, posture, hand gesture, eye contact especially is very good.
Thank you sir.
Delivery style is good. लेकिन वो मैं आऊँगा उस पर एक दो चीज़ें इम्प्रूव होने वाली. You spoke with good conviction and on a few issues you engaged the panel very well.
Thank you sir.
Use of fillers.
Yes sir.
ये इस्तेमाल बहुत ज़्यादा है.
Yes sir.
It becomes irritating at times. इसको मिनिमाइज करना है या ख़त्म करना है हमें.
Yes sir.
इनके सेगमेंट में you were found not doing it deliberately but interrupting him.
Sorry sir.
You didn't do it deliberately. उसकी वजह मैं बताता. When a question is asked, it is advisable to give a pause of 2 seconds.
Yes sir.
कई दफ़ा होता है, मेरे साथ होता है. I ask a question which could be in 2 or 3 parts. सुनने वाला जब मैं एक हिस्सा उसका बोलता हूँ and I pause for breath, सुनने वाला समझता है सवाल कंप्लीट हो गया and you answer, which you were doing in his case.
Apologies sir.
So वो महसूस ये होता है कि आप इंटरप्ट कर लिए. Therefore it is advisable to give a pause of about 2 seconds.
Yes sir.
उससे 2 फायदे हैं. एक, जो उन्होंने कहना है अगर कहना है तो वो भी कह पाएंगे, आप इंटरप्ट नहीं करोगे. राइट. दूसरा, 2 seconds will give you time enough to recollect your thoughts about the answer that you want to give. तीसरी बात, your answers, some of them lacked depth.
Yes sir.
Detailed answers देने हैं आपने. Then, related to the first thing I said, try to speak a bit slowly.
Yes sir.
You will become much more coherent if you do that. Last but not least, your knowledge about your favorite city and about Pakistan in general needs to be brushed up. If you are able to do all that, I see no reason why you should not land in the group of your choice.
आई मे ऐड कि जो नॉलेज बेस है आपकी उसको थोड़ा एक्सपैंड करने की ज़रूरत है.
जी सर.
मेरा भी यही इम्प्रेशन है कि आप कहीं कहीं ना यू लैक डेप्थ. पर्टिकुलरली आप बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पढ़ी हुई है और आपने कहा है कि जी मेरे इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स बड़े अच्छे हैं और प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल्स भी हैं, तो आपके जो इसमें आंसर्स थे वो इनकम्प्लीट थे. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पता होना चाहिए, परफॉर्मेंस का पता होना चाहिए, मैनेजमेंट क्या करती है, उसके फंक्शंस क्या हैं, उनके आपस में रिलेशनशिप्स क्या हैं. और इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स जो है ना, ये बड़ी वाइड टर्म है. ये रिस्ट्रिक्टेड नहीं है सिर्फ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, इसमें आपकी लीडरशिप स्किल्स भी आएंगे, आपकी मोटिवेशनल स्किल्स भी आएंगे, आपकी एबिलिटी टू रिजॉल्व कॉन्फ्लिक्ट भी आएगी. तो ये मैं एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ ना, एक आपका अपना सब्जेक्ट है और उसमें डेप्थ होनी चाहिए, ज़्यादा क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. फिर इसको तो आप ओन कर रहे हो ना कि ये मैंने डेवलप किए हैं. तो फिर आपसे को पूछिए कि क्या है ये, तो आपको इसका जवाब आना चाहिए. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग को आपने डिसीजन मेकिंग के अराउंड व्यू करना है. उस पर अगर कोई डिटेल डिस्कशन हो कि प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग क्या होती है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग इज अनदर नेम फॉर डिसीजन मेकिंग. तो इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स में जाएंगे तो लीडरशिप रोल, मोटिवेशन, उसको नहीं आपने भूलना. कम्युनिकेशन इज जस्ट वन वे ऑफ हैविंग इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स. तो यू नीड to have more clarity about your subjects, need to have more depth in other subjects like Pakistan affairs, current affairs. बाकी overall आप by and large very good. ये कर लेंगे तो और अच्छा हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Good luck.
Thank you.
Just brush up your knowledge, I would say.
Yes sir.
And especially of the events which are happening now.
Yes sir.
Because the time you go, these events will become the past. So you have to take this event from this place to the time you go for the interview. There will be further development. So read daily.
Yes,
it's a very important. Read the background also, historical backgrounds of the things also. That how did it develop? How did it come into this phase? And the current questions, understanding with all the reference, with all the facts and figure is very important. Wish
Yes,
you
sir.
best of luck.
Thank you so much sir.